Hello and welcome to realityfuturestrading.com. In today's video, I'm going to be covering how to tweak your system and some simple rules and guidelines that I recommend that you follow. I am going to be covering a tweak for the Hawk micro scalper, which is a part of the DTS Diversified Trading Systems family, as well as I'm going to cover like a simple strategy and how you can do it, what you should do, and kind of how you should go about managing that before you take it live. So let's go ahead and let's get started. This began because I had a reader who owns the Hawk micro scalper ask me, what about changing the sizes of the bars? Well, when you buy the Hawk micro scalper, for instance, we suggest that you use a 6-tick mean Renko bar. Now, of course, you can use whatever bar you like. One of the things that I like to do is, in order to get a better picture and wipe out as much noise as I possibly can, with the Hawk micro scalper, I just right click on the chart, I go to data series, and then I just change the number of the brick size. So right now it's currently a 6. Now I'm looking at the CL market, and I'm using this as an example because for the CL I actually use an 8 range personally. So I'm going to click apply. Now let's take a look. Wow, look at that. There's a lot less false signals, and the chart is much clearer, it's much cleaner. Now, the only downfall to using a bigger bar to clean up your signals is you will have a slightly bigger stop. So just bear that in mind. Well, of course, I like the way the 8-tick bar looks on the Hawk micro scalper for the CL, so I'm going to leave it there. Now, I'm not done yet. What you need to realize is that I tried the Hawk micro scalper with the CL, just like you may have, and I tried it with a 6 range bar. But here's what I did. I actually went back and I did 30 days worth of back testing, and then before I ever traded it live, I sim traded it for 2 weeks just to make sure the changes that I made were going to work. Like I said, the bar sizes that we recommend for any of the birds, which we call them, the hawk, the eagle, or the falcon, you can make changes to the bars. If you do make changes, one thing I suggest is, number one, test it, test it, test it. Number two, if you change to an 8 range, say for the CL, then leave it at an 8 range. Don't look at it and say, okay, well, here's an 8 range, it looks great today, but you know, maybe back here the 8 range wasn't looking so hot, so now let's go to a 6 range again. So when you make a change, all I suggest is, more power to you. If you find a better way to skin the cat, do it to it. But if you do make a change, stick with it, and stick with it for a reasonable period of time so you can test your results. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and let's revisit the bad old days for old Ray real quick. Here's what a lot of traders do, and I know I'm guilty of it itself. Let's go in here and then let's just change this to a 4-tick bar. So basically what I just did there was I just changed my strategy to suit the day. Let's say it calls for some adjustments here on my MACD. I'll go in, let's just change these numbers to, I don't know, 10, 20, and 5. I've just changed my strategy again. My point is this: it's very easy to do, and it's very easy to do this on a daily basis. If you do change your strategy, one thing I suggest is sim trading it for at least a week or two to get an idea if the strategy even works. So you watched how easy it is to change strategies. Changing strategies like I was showing you there and doing it on a daily, or actually doing it multiple times throughout the day. I don't want to say it can't work. Maybe for some people it can. But personally, for me, I found myself starting over every single day that I sat down at my desk because I was constantly changing my strategy. Change it back to a 12 range bar. When your strategy that you've stuck with for a long time, you know that it's worked historically, when it's telling you that maybe you shouldn't be taking trades, maybe you should listen to your strategy rather than change it up. I hope this video was informative, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at ray@realityfuturestrading.com. Thanks and have a great day.